Okay, so today we'll be opening up this Carquest oil filter, number R85348MP. And we'll be comparing it to this STP oil filter, number S3614. And I got these two oil filters from a very generous viewer whose name is Eric from Seacliff, New York. Thanks, Eric. These oil filters fit Eric's 2002 Toyota Solara. Yep, the one with the 3.0 liter V6 engine. And these two filters are gonna duke it out. Could get ugly, folks. And when the dust clears, we'll see who the winner is. So let's get started. You gotta glue the silicone, be nice and tight. Get your angle here, filtration everywhere. Okay, let's start with the Carquest oil filter, and we'll start with the date code. Leak tested 25MEJ23C. And this is a sticker on here. And if we look over here, it says made in Malaysia. Okay, and this filter has a plastic covering over it. Okay, and we got 6 inlet holes, metal core with holes, bypass valve at the dome end. Looks like 4 grooves there for threads, and nitro rubber gasket. Sticks out nicely. Okay, let's take a look at the STP oil filter. It's rated for 5,000 miles. They're both rated for 5,000 miles, both filters. And right here, it's got some filters that it replaces. And right here's our Carquest. Okay, and the rest of this, I'm not going to read all that, but it's not really that important. And that's about it for this box. So let's open this box up and see what this filter looks like. Okay, date code. See if you can see that 091725 EN. Product of USA. This one also has a sticker. Filter number. Okay, and this filter has 13 inlet holes. Nylon center core. Bypass valve at the dome end. 4 grooves there for threads, and a nitro rubber gasket. It also sticks out pretty far. Alright, let's get the weight of these filters. So the Carquest weighs 272.8 grams. The STP weighs 186.1 gram. Okay. Well, let's, wow, look at the inlet hole difference there. Alright, well, let's open these two filters up and see what they look like inside. Be right back. Okay, so here they are cut open. Let's take a look at the gaskets. I'll put the thickness of these gaskets up on the screen. The STP gasket's a little bit thicker. Okay. And here's the anti-drain back valves onto the base plate. You can see that though they cover up the inlet holes nice. So it's got a little bit of oily stuff. Probably has some kind of assembly oil from the factory. Okay. And the base plates. Both got the same amount of grooves for threads. They're M20 by 1.5. I like all the inlet holes though on this STP oil filter. Yeah, definitely a champ. This is a champ made filter, pretty sure. Okay, filter element. So you got metal end caps. Bypass valve right here, which they didn't list the setting for this on Advanced Auto Parts website, but it's probably about the same as the STP, which is 15 psi. Metal end caps here, nice and clean. Got a metal crimp seam right here, and this filter has 59 pleats. The space pretty good. A little bit of glue right here and here. but that's not bad. It's pretty clean. And this is a cellulose media with a micron rating of 95.1% at 20 microns. Yeah, this all looks pretty good. It's got our friend the coil spring. Okay, let's take a look at the STP oil filter. Okay, we got a glued seam right here. We got these fiber end caps. And this filter has 63 pleats, so it has 4 more pleats. I think they're not as deep. I don't know, it'll be interesting to see which filter media has more filter, but it could be pretty tight also. And this is also a cellulose media, but the micron rating, they don't list that. They just say 15, but it doesn't give you a percentage number, so I don't know what it is. Okay, that all looks pretty good. Nice nylon center core. No oil flow problems there. Okay, and we have a stamp combo leaf spring here, which just has a setting of 15 psi. Okay, that all looks good. And the cans. All right, I'll put the measurements of these cans up on the screen. Carquest filter is a little bit thicker. Feel it. All right, a little bit of overspray there, you can see. Okay, and the Carquest filter is 2.4 inches wide minus 1/10 of an inch for the end caps. And the STP oil filter I'll take like this. 2.03 inches wide. All right, well, let's cut these two filters open, stretch them out, and see what they look like. Be right back. Okay, here are both filters all stretched out. And the Carquest filter is 56.5 inches long. The STP filter is 45.5 inches long. Okay, let's get the thickness of this filter media. The Carquest filter, 0.91 millimeters thick. The STP filter, 0.85 millimeters thick. Okay, so here's the front side, filtering side, back side. And if we take a look at these under a microscope, it looks like the Carquest would do a slightly better job. It might be because it's like a little darker filter, but you know, they both do a good job of filtering, but it looks like the Carquest maybe would slightly do better. So let's take a look at that picture. So as you can see, looking at the picture, you know, they both do a good job of filtering, but the Carquest may be slightly better. And you get about 37 more square inches of filter media with the Carquest oil filter. Now let's take a look at the rest of the filter. Okay, so we already went over all these components pretty much. You know, you got the coil spring here for the Carquest, stamp leaf spring combo for the STP oil filter. The only thing that really sticks out, I think, is these inlet holes. I really like the inlet holes on the STP. This is all nitro rubber, main drain bag valves, gaskets. The cans a little bit thicker on the Carquest. A little thicker can. That's just some kind of little like scratch marks or something down there. There's nothing really to worry about. Okay. And you got, you know, metal end caps with holes. You get the holes for the inner core. But you got no problem right here with oil flow anyways. I'm starting to really like these kind because I've never opened one used that was, you know, cracked or anything or broken. And, you know, you get these felt, you know, engineered end caps. And there's only $1 that separates the two filters. So if I had to pick between these two filters, I think I would go with the Carquest oil filter. Just because it's got more filter media. What do you guys think? Please post your comments down below. And again, I want to thank Eric for sending me these two oil filters. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching and take care. The Carquest filter media weighs 17.1 gram. The STP filter media weighs 13.3 grams.